All right, everybody, welcome back. We are diving deep today.
Into logistics.
Yeah, into the world of logistics management.
Buckle up.
That's right. We've got some fascinating stuff to uncover here. We're going to be pulling from Introduction to Logistics Management.
Ooh, a mouthful?
It is a mouthful, but
good stuff.
good stuff. And,
Important stuff.
yeah, very important stuff. It really impacts every single one of us
Oh, absolutely.
every day.
This is how the world works.
Yeah. So we're going to look at how, the stuff we buy online.
The food we eat.
Yeah.
How it gets to us.
Yeah, all these sort of
All these intricate processes.
intricate processes. Yeah. So,
Let's dive in.
yeah, let's dive in.
Yep.
So what is logistics management?
Well,
mean,
it's a big question.
It's a big question. This source material talks about, planning, implementing,
Right.
controlling the flow of goods, services, information.
Yeah, and I think the key there is it's more than just, we tend to think of it as just shipping.
Yeah, just packages, yeah.
But it's so much more than that. It's really about how do we get the things that we need to the people who need them when they need them?
Yeah, like think about it. I mean, like even just the simplest thing, like ordering something online.
Right.
You click buy now and you just expect it to show up at your door.
Magically appears.
Like 2 days later?
2 days later, yeah. Like, how did that even happen?
Right. But there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
So much.
That we never see.
Right. It's like warehousing and transportation networks and
optimization.
delivery routes and like even just the planning.
Predicting what people will
Forecasting.
That's what blows my mind is they have to kind of predict
Absolutely.
what people are going to want.
Yeah, you got to be ahead of the game.
Yeah, so that when you click buy now, it's ready to go.
It's there. It's ready for you.
That's really wild. So this whole thing...
And did it even start?
Yeah, where did it start?
Like, how did we even get here?
So apparently back in the 1930s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, driven by military operations.
Yeah, military makes sense.
Yeah, so they need to figure out how to get...
Supplies to the front lines.
In an efficient manner.
Right.
So a lot of those early systems...
Lay the groundwork.
Kind of set the stage for what we use today.
That's really interesting. So from the battlefield to the boardroom.
Exactly. And then as economies started booming after World War II...
Yeah.
Businesses needed to manage all these increasingly complex supply chains.
Right. More and more people buying stuff.
Exactly. And the 1950s were a big turning point where companies really started recognizing logistics as something essential.
Yeah. They had to keep up.
To keep up with demand.
Yeah. And then the 60s things start changing again, right? With outsourcing.
That's right. Companies started to specialize more.
Right. So focusing on their core competencies.
Exactly. And relying on partners for other parts of the supply chain.
Right.
And that was kind of the beginning of globalization as well.
So that was also the start of, products going across borders. Across borders? Yeah. I mean, the global supply chains that we have today.
That we totally rely on.
Right. They wouldn't exist without those early steps.
That's fascinating. And of course, we can't forget about technology.
Oh, yeah. Technology changed everything.
Because like in the 80s.
Huge.
Yeah.
The 80s was when computers and software really started to revolutionize things.
Yeah, think about it. Tracking inventory.
Optimizing routes.
Streamlining processes.
Cutting costs.
Reducing
lead times.
Yeah, you know what? I remember when you used to order something online.
Oh.
And you'd have to wait like weeks for it.
Weeks. Now we complain if it's not there in like
2 days.
48 hours.
Right.
Like the world has changed.
It really has. And it's because of this evolution of logistics technology.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. So let's look at the core components of logistics.
Okay, let's break it down.
What makes this whole thing tick?
All right. So first you got to plan.
Planning.
Right. You got to figure out what are people going to want?
Demand forecasting.
Exactly. What are the best ways to get it to them?
Transportation.
Yeah. Trucks, ships, planes, trains.
Right.
How do we design these warehouses?
Oh, yeah. Warehouses are huge.
Giant. So much going on in there.
And then there's inventory control.
Oh, that's a big one.
Especially with all the supply chain disruptions we've seen lately.
Absolutely. I mean, the source material here really emphasizes how crucial inventory control is for businesses.
Right.
I mean, we've all seen what happens when those systems break down.
Yeah, the Suez Canal.
Oh, yeah. That was a mess.
That was a big one.
Global chaos.
The semiconductor shortage.
Prices going up. Delays, shortages.
Yeah, so inventory management helps to kind of...
mitigate those risks.
Right. So you have techniques like just-in-time inventory.
Sure, just in time. That's like...
getting goods only when you need them.
Okay.
So it minimizes storage costs.
But there's no room for error.
Exactly. It requires precise timing and coordination.
It's like a high wire act.
It really is a balancing act
Yeah.
between efficiency and resilience. And then, of course, you got to have the information systems to keep track of everything.
Absolutely. Visibility is key. Companies need real-time insights.
Right. So you need to know where everything is.
At every stage.
So we're talking software that's tracking shipments,
Monitoring warehouse stock levels.
predicting disruptions.
Weather patterns.
Wow. So logistics is like,
It's a giant puzzle.
it's a giant puzzle with constantly moving pieces.
And information is what helps you fit it all together.
That's a great analogy. And when it works,
Benefits galore.
right, lower costs,
Faster deliveries.
happier customers.
And ultimately a competitive advantage.
For businesses, yeah. It's really amazing how something that we don't really see
Behind the scenes.
behind the scenes has such a huge impact on.
Everyday life.
Yeah, so we've looked at, where logistics came from.
Core components.
But-
And I think it all leads to a very interesting question.
Yeah.
What's next?
What does the future hold for logistics?
What do you think?
Yeah. What do you think out there? What do you think the future holds? Will we have drones delivering everything to our doorstep?
Self-driving trucks, maybe?
Yeah, self-driving trucks.
Who knows?
Will AI be managing entire supply chains? I mean, technology is constantly evolving.
Well, the
So,
possibilities are endless.
yeah. So think about that. What do you think the future holds for logistics? If you want some more insights, check out Marketing and Supply Chain Masterclass.
That's a good one.
That's mentioned in our source material.
Good stuff.
Until next time, keep exploring.
Yeah.